Okay, this is that Naugatuck lamp that I bought like 6 months ago at a rummage sale for $5. Now, it didn't have the chimney when I got it, but I've been impressed with this light. But there was a few things I was going to talk about. Okay, in the first place, what impressed me when I started using it. Now, I've been using it for 6 months. I have never cleaned the chimney. Normally, this is something you have to do like every other day. You know, you'll start getting soot up in here. But this one burns so hot, it burns really clean. So the only marks on it really are like fingerprints from where I'm taking it on and off all the time that burn on there. But this, you know, when I first got it, yeah, I thought it was a regular standard lamp chimney, but it doesn't. It takes a particular shape of chimney because of the central draft design of them. And this is a boron silica glass of some kind that can take the temperature, because these burn much hotter than a regular lamp, because now there's a round wick and they're hollow inside, and it pulls the air from down underneath, which is why you see the vents down here. So you're getting air from underneath and air from through here. So they burn really hot, and now you've got like 4 times of the wick surface area that you would with a flat wick. So you get a lot of light out of them, though they use more kerosene than a regular flat wick one would. But part of the design, like I said, it's got air coming from in here. That comes from the hollow center, because it is hollow all the way up. And then you've got air from here, and it hits that wick. And then this is a flame spreader that spreads the flame out. Now that's where this chimney comes in, because the chimney is designed with the right shape so that the flame spreads and doesn't. I tried it with a regular, you know, like they're 2 5/8. A regular 2 5/8 will crack eventually. Like say after a week of use, the heating up and cooling down is too much for them. But once I got the regular chimney for it, I haven't had any problem. And like I said, they just burn clean, you know, but they're just really well designed. Though they do use more kerosene, but like I say, you know, 4 times the wick area, but probably 4 times the light, you know, so they probably use 4 times as much kerosene, because I end up going through a tank almost every night, because I burn this every night, and by the end of the night, she's pretty low. So you do burn more kerosene, but you don't throw as much crap into the air. You know, like a regular chimney, like I said, they soot up. Eventually, you know, doesn't take long and they'll soot right up. And then you start losing light and they actually heat up more. You know, the chimney gets hot from the end you're throwing soot into the air. You know, you could smell a lamp burning when they start throwing that soot off. In fact, there's been times where I've been like reading a book, and you got the lamp high, not this one, but a regular one, you'll have them up high, and then pretty soon you'll see little black floaters of soot that are in the air that'll come down and land on the page. Well, you know, you're breathing them in too. So, like I say, this burns hotter, but it burns much cleaner and completely quiet. It's a very nice, steady light. Unlike a Coleman that makes a noise all the time, and even an Aladdin tends to be somewhat noisy, but also a harsh glaring light. This is a much more pleasant light to like try to read by or work by. Very good lamp. So anybody, if you're in that situation where you're burning kerosene for light, keep your eyes out for any of these. Like I say, this is a Naugatuck, but there were several companies that were making these central draft type lamps. And they all use the same wick and the same chimney. You know, it might be the same company, put them out under different names. But that's a really good design. Though, like I say, they use a little bit more kerosene, but still, you know, because when I say a whole tank, yeah, but you got to remember that tank isn't solid. There's that hollow tube that runs down the middle, the thickness of the wick, you know. So it isn't like it's a lot. It's probably maybe 2 cups it holds at the most, you know. So if I can get by 2 cups of kerosene a night with a really good light, you know, that's better than running 4 little ones to try to get the same amount of light for the flat wicks. So they work really well. I've been very impressed with it. Like I say, after I bought this one, I went online and I bought a second one just because I really was impressed with this one. But I would suggest, and I really like that, you know, having 2 of them is nice, and the other one has even got a bigger tank, but uses the same wick, same chimney, you know. But like I said, it does take that special chimney, which I was a little surprised on. But it is, you know, it's very thin, but it's not like a Pyrex, but it's some kind of boron silica glass. But they are available on eBay too. And the wicks are available because I had to put a new wick in the one that I bought online. But they're not that hard to work on. And like I say, just a really excellent light. I'm quite impressed with them. I will keep my eyes open for more of those.